Drop Dead Fred, 1991. Lizzie Cronin, played by Phoebe Cates, is going through a tough afternoon. She has lost her job, her boyfriend, and her car have just been stolen. Moving back home with her oppressive mother, Lizzie is visited by her childhood imaginary friend, Drop Dead Fred, played by Rik Mayall. All hell breaks loose, spiralling her life into more uncertainties. Our minds can play many tricks in a time of mental crisis. Through betrayal and psychological trauma, escapism into the imaginary realm can bring comfort from the harshness of the outside world. There is control from every corner of Lizzie's environment, and as she is forced back home to live with her tyrant mother, some home comforts are waiting in the shadows. As Lizzie sleeps, out pops Fred from the toy box, played with manic zaniness by the esteemed Rik Mayall, a unique firecracker who's been given permission by the director to let off like a ferocious firework. He is a red and green comedy machine, a punk, mischievous rebel who takes no prisoners. Daydream believer Lizzie tries to find her place in life with mental disruption constantly bubbling away. But is it an illness for the mind to be playful and inventive? The concept of Drop Dead Fred is more than comedy on the page, and having an imaginary friend is a healthy purpose for a child. Problem solving and emotion management, overcoming loneliness and having a companion for fantasy play. Yet Lizzie is no longer a child, and her emotional turmoil is more of a mental message than the comedy presented here. Creative visualization in the form of Fred is slowly piecing together her life and what she needs from it. Lizzie's boyfriend Charles, played by Tim Matheson, is stringing her along and making matters worse, yet Fred is her guide along the paths of finding her true self. The concept of an imaginary friend is the perfect material for comedy scripts, yet not many directors and writers have emulated this. At times, comedy as a film genre can be watered down that continues to steal from classics, so maybe a remake is still on the cards. Director Ed de Jong seems to allow the mindless violence in Mayall to play and improvise throughout, and it's hard-pressed to think of anyone else in this role. Maybe Jim Carrey? The realism in the truth of self-destruction of the mind is clear, but the movie radiates through comedy, never devaluing or making a mockery of such disorders, but projected with heart-warming friendship from Cates and Mayall. Bonkers blast from the past that provides madcap mayhem pleasure that will thrill long after the last pill is taken. Our vast imaginations need to be exercised and encouraged, even as snot-faced grown-ups.